Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I wasn't going to do any collective readings today because I'm still in a little bit of rest mode. We're in new moon energy right now. We have the new moon in Aries, which is the start of a new astrological year. And with every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end, to quote the song lyrics. So there are endings, if you guys saw the daily energy draw, there are endings that are happening in order for fresh energy to come in, to clear out the old energy for new energy to come in. And I have absolutely been doing that. So I went back to the lake today. I was going to go out for a hike, but I was called back to the lake to do a little ritual and ceremony and just sit with myself because it's very interesting energy these days, isn't it? It's not just within our connection and within ourselves that we're clearing, but it's a collective as a whole. And there's a lot of chaos happening in the outside world. When I say outside world, we're a part of that outside world. But I mean outside of our connections and even outside of ourselves. And I was just in meditation, and what I heard was, you are the chaos in the storm, especially you divine feminines. But within this connection, for these sacred partners, as you maintain your balance and harmony and continue to transmute any fear that's coming up. No, you are the calm. Did I say chaos? You are the calm within the storm. You are the calm. There's chaos that is happening. There is anxiety and fear that is coming up as a part of these mass awakenings. But you are the calm within the storm. Maintain your balance. Maintain your peace. Be steadfast. And anything that does come up for transmuting and clearing, allow yourself to feel what you need to feel. Allow yourself to rest as you need to rest. What they had told me was, you're burning up a lot of energy because you are transmuting and clearing for the collective. You're continuing to clear and transmute and heal your own wounds, ancestral lines, family lines, and for the collective, and for your counterparts, for each other, especially divine feminines. You are continuing to help your divine masculine. And it was interesting that they said it. You're burning up a lot of energy, but that is what's happening. And so, energy is infinite. It cannot be destroyed. And you can call upon source energy to continue to help, to replenish you. Call upon your spirit team, call upon your archangels and ascended masters, spirit guides, galactic council to continue to replenish your energy. But now more than ever, it's important to continue to rest, clear your energy, which I think is tomorrow's daily energy draw, and continue to maintain, I just heard safe space, your sacred space, and your sacred center. Keep going within the heart space, because the storm, they're showing me like a tornado, and you know the calm within the center, that's you. And everything around you is distraction and illusion and chaos. Maintain your center, maintain your balance. It is vital at this time, now more than ever. Now more than ever, through this process of mass awakenings. Now, I'm going to pull some cards. I felt like there was another message that was coming through. I'm going to pull some cards for you guys and just see where we are in the collective and if there's anything that needs to come through. It feels like divine feminine energy here. Don't click off. We talk about divine masculine with the divine feminines. You guys are merged. You guys are one and the same. This is very interesting. When I split the deck, we have the Hanged Man and we have the Page of Pentacles. And you notice that rainbow there. We have the Hanged Man for the divine masculine energy. And what we had channeled in that reading was divine masculines were receiving clarity, where they were cutting themselves free from any stagnation, anywhere where they were holding themselves back or being held back. And when they're being held back, they're essentially just holding themselves back because that's their own limited perceptions, right? Page of Pentacles is a brand new beginning in the physical world. This is almost like once you break free, you're breaking free from the darkness. Divine masculine is breaking free from the darkness and allowing that rainbow just to burst forth, allowing their own light to burst forth. Divine feminines I feel like this is a message for you as well. What limitations are you still kind of locked in, especially within this connection? Where do you still need to free yourself, in essence? Especially when it comes to maintaining your peace and maintaining your balance. Putting the focus back on your own heart space. Putting the focus back on the love within, rather than the chaos that is displaying itself in the outside world. And that's chaos within the collective reality. And that's chaos within even your connection. If your connection feels uncomfortable. My 3D connection doesn't feel good right now. It feels lonely and it feels sad. Because now more than ever, I am wanting to step up and just step into partnership. Not for the romance of it, but just, there's a lot of work that is being done on this planet at this time, and I want to be able to do it together in the physical with my divine counterpart. But there is emotional distance there, and that doesn't feel good. And what I'm being called to is to remember that there is no separation energetically. And so when I was in meditation, what they called me to was to step back and focus on the inner connection, the energetic connection, and to focus on the love within myself and the love between counterparts within. Again, the 3D is the distraction. The 3D is the illusion. We cannot focus so much on the 3D that we lose the connection to ourselves. If you guys haven't checked it out already, please do check out the Light the World channeled messages. Very, very important messages that came through, powerful messages that came through for what is happening in the world from a spiritual perspective, for you as an individual, on a global perspective, from a global landscape, and what's happening with sacred partners, and how you and your sacred partner and sacred union, coming into sacred union, is playing a role. I got a major vision of mission between me and my divine counterpart yesterday, and what our role to play is. And this is what sacred union is all about. It's the love that is between you. And yes, it plays out as romance in the 3D, but it is higher than that. It is so far beyond that. It is so much more powerful than that. And I'm going to link it in the description box below. We talk a little bit about this in the Cosmic Blueprint. I think that's what it's called. The channeled messages, the channeled message reading there. If you missed that a long time ago, maybe 6 months to a year ago, please do check that out as well. The channeled messages are important because sacred union is important. Sacred union is not just about creating a lifetime relationship, family, home life with your divine partner. Yes, that's the physical 3D aspect of it, and we all want that. And I am not negating that because I want that myself. It's because you feel that. It's because you have that inner knowing that that's how you're meant to come together in this lifetime. But the purpose for that, the purpose for your love is so far beyond that. Your mission is love. Your mission is love. And however that displays in your physical connection, whatever it is that you do, whatever role it is that you play in the 3D world, as far as career, as far as service to others, volunteerism, whatever it is that you do, that's just going to be a byproduct of the mission within, which is love. That is what sacred union really is all about. And when you come together with your sacred partner, it is on all levels. It is, it depends on your journey. It depends individually. There's a collective, but then there's the individual path. For the majority of you, it's going to be on all levels. It's going to be, there's, if you have a romantic connection, if you have a romantic longing, then that's part of your path to be together in that manner. But the purpose, that's just a byproduct, right? The purpose of your sacred union is for your mission work. And we're seeing that come to pass, I should say. I'm getting, there's a lot that's coming in right now, so I'm getting my words a little bit confused. There's a lot that's coming to pass right now, that's playing out right now, especially with these mass awakenings. And we all have a role to play, especially in sacred partnership, because your love holds the vibration of harmony and peace. And that is what we need right now. And if you're not with your divine counterpart in the physical right now, it's just physical separation. You're never separate energetically. Never separate energetically. And so keep, divine feminines, especially for you, keep stepping into your power. Don't be afraid of shining your light and continuing the mission, because your divine masculine is doing mission as well, even if you can't see it. Their mission right now is to keep transforming. Their mission right now is to keep awakening and healing. You might be stepping more into mission and holding, while you hold space for your divine masculine. You might be stepping more into a leadership role. Do not dim your light. That's because that's what you're meant to be doing. Do not dim your light, and do not be afraid, because the more you hold that light, the more it allows your divine masculine to step into their light, recognize their light, and embrace their light. And the more that happens, that's when the 3D comes to pass. So keep focusing. Like what they told me was to focus on the connection within, connection to myself, connection to source energy, connection to my divine masculine's energy, which is all one, because you are all one. You're truly, truly never separate. It's just, I understand and have such compassion that the 3D can be a little bit lonely, especially if you've felt like you've been doing this in the 3D for a long time on your own. But you haven't been alone. You haven't been alone when you connect back to the love, and the love is what this is all about. So with that, let's get some cards and see where these divine partners are right now. Page of Swords. This has been coming out in every personal reading I've been doing. Do you see? It's interesting energy here. Do you see how she's holding that sword almost with a sense of reverence? Almost like that's Excalibur, and she's just pulled it from the stone. This is truth. This is clarity that she has just pulled from the stone where it was hiding for centuries, being held back from centuries. This is truth and clarity that's coming in, and now it's coming to both of you. Now it's coming to this connection. That is very powerful energy right here. Whew, Excalibur, that is a very strong energy that just came through. They don't have any more messages for that, so that might resonate even more with some of you guys, and let me know if it does. If I don't seem like my usual vibrant self, it's because I am very tired. I do feel very drained. There's, like I said, I feel at peace. Sorry, guys. I feel at peace within myself, but there's a lot of chaos going on without. And there's a lot of transmuting that's happening. And it is that calm within the storm. You are the calm within the storm. And, yeah. Temperance. I got another one while my dogs are barking. Now that everybody's home, everybody's going for walks, and my dogs, they either like it or they don't. This is you stepping into your power. Especially you divine feminines with this high priestess energy, but divine masculines are tapping into their divine feminine energy as well. We had channeled that in the previous reading. If you guys haven't checked out that 2-part reading, what was it called? I forget what it's called. Make sure that you check out the second part as well, which is free over on the Patreon, because we talked about this. Divine masculines are really tapping into their divine feminine energy, which is you. Because as you hold both energies within you, divine masculines, the feminine energy within you is your feminine's, divine feminine's energy. Divine feminine, the masculine energy within you is your divine masculine's energy. You are each other. You are one. There is no separation between you two. And the energies, when they become merged, when you come into inner union, that's when it's just the energy. It's just the 5D union. And that's the union within the self. And then that translates into the physical 3D world, that manifests into the physical 3D world. So this feels like that union energy, and this feels like that truth and clarity that's coming in. This feels especially like divine masculine energy, where they are really understanding and seeing this relationship, this partnership, this sacred union connection from a higher perspective. And I feel like they're kind of awestruck. Again, look at this. Look at how she's holding that sword with that reverence. It's like she's awestruck. And I feel like this is divine masculine coming into inner union and tapping into their own intuition, tapping into their own feminine energy, tapping into their emotions. I also heard learning how to express themselves and be vulnerable. Their heart becoming less guarded, softened. Let's see what else is coming through. Ace of Wands. Let's get another layer here. I just heard both of you are stepping into your high priest and high priestess energy. What's interesting is, I wonder if I have it here. No, I'd already shuffled. When I did the Light the World channeled messages, you guys, I was nervous about doing that. I was. Because that meant that I was stepping more into a leadership role. That meant that I was becoming more visible, because I was actually sharing that with friends and family as well. And I've shared my spiritual journey with friends and family, but not to this extent. They know that I read tarot and stuff, but not to this extent. Not when it comes to sacred partners, not when it comes to spiritual awakening and ascension. It's been limited. I've been lucky and blessed that I have had, in this lifetime, a lot of people surrounding me who accept me as I am, who allow me to just be me, and who feel like home to me. I know not a lot of people have that, so I am very compassionate to that. I know that I have been very blessed, and it's because I've been called to step up into my high priestess energy, and that is what I was called to do when I was channeling those messages. I was procrastinating because I was not entirely comfortable, because that was next level for me. I had done, because I was procrastinating, I was pulling some cards, shuffling the cards before I channeled those messages, and what came out was the high priest and the high priestess. And it was a little bit after, or a little bit before, I can't remember, I had the vision of my divine masculine and I, and what our mission actually is. I don't know how it's going to play out, but I know the role that we're meant to be playing. And I'm not going to share it with you guys. I want to share it with him, first, and see how that plays out. But what's interesting about that was the high priest and the high priestess is divine masculine, divine feminine energy. I mean, empress and emperor, we talk about being divine masculine and divine feminine, but that's the 3D, right? That's the embodiment. High priest and high priestess, that is really the soul. That is really the higher perspective. Divine feminine, divine masculine energy. The emperor, the empress is in the 3D, the physical reality. That's how I interpret it, actually, anyway. So here, what they're actually telling me is you're stepping into your magic. You are being called to step up to lead in some way, shape, or form. And now that's going to look different for everybody. Again, what I said before was, we're all playing roles. We all have roles to play. And everybody, there is no competition. We all have roles to play. And everybody is going to be understanding that and learning what their role to play is very, very soon. Very shortly, it's going to be revealed if it hasn't already been. And what you're going to be doing is, as you step into your mission, whatever that looks like in the 3D, again, career, service, volunteerism, whatever it is that you're doing, this is you stepping into some sort of role where you are becoming the embodiment of the high priestess and the high priest, or the Hierophant, where you are stepping into the magic of who you are, the true power and divinity of who you are, unleashing your true power, unleashing your true magic, unleashing your true strength, because that is what power truly is. Power is not control. Power is not manipulation. Power is surrender. Power is connection to the divine. Power is connection to yourself. Power is strength. And I feel like it's interesting that they called me to that before this, because I feel like that's this energy here. This is power. This is strength. But this is taking the lead in action. A new beginning in action. Using all of that power and all of that magic. This fire energy. That passion energy. Passion, we're not meaning sexuality. Although it can display itself in a sexual manner. Because sexuality is powerful. Sexuality, sex, love is not that casual love, but sacred love, sacred sex is creative life force energy. And not just children, but manifestation as a whole. It is powerful. And that's this energy here. This is an energy of power. This is an energy of passion and strength and just taking the lead. This is truly taking the lead. A new beginning in taking the lead and stepping up. Taking that wand, you see all that power and all that strength and all that like magic and energy coming from that globe at the top. That's this fresh start. That's this new beginning. That's this you taking the lead and taking action now. Divine masculine or divine feminine, this is both of you. This is both of you being called to step up. Because you see the merging of the energies here. That's that balance. That's that harmonization. That's what your energies are doing now. There's no more imbalance within this connect. I just heard it's not allowed. The imbalance within the energies is not allowed anymore. It is time. It is time for the balancing of this connection. The harmonizing of the energies. Now, this is all happening on an energetic level, and it might, it's a process to manifest into the 3D. So keep allowing divine timing to play out here, because everything truly is happening in perfect divine timing. What perfect divine timing is that you are exactly where you're meant to be in every present moment. So continue to be present. Don't look too far ahead, especially now. The way that you maintain your balance and peace and inner harmony is you be here now. Be present now. Don't worry about the past anymore. That door is closed. Don't worry about the future anymore, or too much, I should say. Focus on the now. Maintain your equilibrium. Maintain your balance. Because that is, everything is unfolding, and it's perfect. It's happening perfectly according to source energy, according to the universe. Let's get some more cards. The Emperor. Here's the Emperor, yeah. I'm not going to take that one. This is stepping up to lead. This is actually the energy. If you guys can hear it in my voice, I'm a little bit drained. I'm a little bit flat in my voice, in my energy. I'm feeling a lot of energy here, but I'm not my usual vibrant, joyful self. This is this energy here. It's almost like it's not Empress energy, because the Empress energy is very motherly, very emotional, very nurturing. This is this energy here. This is controlled energy. Taking the lead, taking authority from a very controlled manner. Partnership. Being called to collaborate, being called to create, being called to step up, to work together. 3 of Pentacles here. If you guys know, you've been on the channel with me for a while, this used to be my union card before they gave me the 3 of Cups as my union card. Because they had once showed me the 3 Pentacles and the triangle as the Trinity energy. Divine masculine, divine feminine, and source energy. They used that as an example for me to understand that there is no separation. But they then transferred it to a different visual of the cups energy, where it's completely merged. And they showed me the 2 cups, divine masculine, divine feminine. You know, when the 2 of Cups, you offer each other your cup of love. And what happens when that happens is you then pour that energy. You then pour those cups into one cup, which is source energy, and the water completely merges. When you pour from two different cups into a third cup, there is no separation. The water becomes completely merged. You can't tell one from the other. So they transferred it to the Three of Cups energy and as union energy. But this was my first union card energy that they had given me, because it is all about partnership. It is all about working together. It is all about collaboration, coming together and creating. What else do you need us to know? The Chariot. This is moving. This is moving forward. This is taking the reins, becoming balanced. You see that there's a divine masculine, divine feminine energy represented there by the two mer people. This is the both of you. It's almost like the two of you are coming together, taking the reins of the one horse. There's usually two horses in the Chariot. But it's no coincidence that in the past two readings we've done, they called me to this deck. The divine masculine reading that we did, and now this reading, they called me to this deck. There's one horse here. And you guys are working, putting the bridle and everything on this one horse, preparing. This is preparation energy, preparing to move forward, preparing to take action together. And it's swift action. Once you guys come together in that harmony, in that commitment, taking the lead, then it's forward momentum, and it's swift forward momentum. So what they're actually telling me is this brief pause, this respite, this retreat, if your divine masculine has retreated or withdrawn, it's because there's more healing that is happening so that this energy can balance out, so that you can both rise together. And in the meantime, divine feminines, keep taking the lead for yourself. Keep stepping into your high priestess energy. Because your divine masculine is divine masculine. He might not be showing it to you quite yet in the physical 3D, but he is divine masculine because of the transformation he's undergone and the healing that he has done. And it might not look like healing the way you know it. They process things a little bit differently, but there's healing that is happening. And they are rising into divine masculine, and as they do that, they're going to be meeting their empress. Yeah, the hermit. This is divine masculine energy right now. Withdrawing a little bit, but it's just because they're balancing out their energies so that you can balance out your energies and harmonize together. This is that clarity. This is that truth that's coming into them about this connection, this understanding. And as that happens, divine masculine is going to be taking the lead so that you both take the lead together. It's like you're both stepping up together. Anything else we need to know? Six of Pentacles. This is that equal balance. This is that harmony energy. This is that give and receive that we talk about all the time. All right, so sorry guys. This is that give and receive. This is that equal flow of love that we talk about, that infinity sign that they had shown me. It's give and receive, and give and receive, an equal flow of love. But it's interesting they're saying that it's pentacles, because this is physical, this is tangible. And if you weren't seeing that in the physical tangible reality, in your physical world, from your divine counterpart, like if they were emotionally withdrawn, if they weren't giving of affection, if they weren't giving to this relationship, if they were holding themselves back and not communicating, this is going to resonate with you guys on a number of different levels. This is coming into physical partnership. This is coming into equal balance in physical partnership. You're going to start seeing that in your physical 3D reality, where there's more communication coming in, more vulnerability, more expression of the self, more expression of the heart, more affection, more making of the effort. This is equal balance, and it's going to be something tangible. Anything else we need to know? I'm not taking all of that. Anything else? And I'm going to pull one final card of guidance and see what we need to know. Justice. Yep. I mean, we can't end with anything better than that. Justice. This is justice for the connection, justice for each other, justice for the world, quite frankly. This is that balance, the balancing of the scales. And just as we're seeing that in our physical 3D world, we're seeing that within our connection as well. As within, so without. This is justice and harmony and peace. And look at the sword there. And you look at the two scrolls. They're telling me is you and your divine counterpart meant to come together. And this is that sort of truth here. This is that clarity, that understanding that your lives are entwined here. And I don't like calling it contracts between divine partners because that has such a cold tone to it. This is not a contract like you have with soulmates or with karmic partners, where you learn a lesson or you have an experience. This is divine love. This is pure love. This is the two of you coming together, bound together. And not bound in a way of restriction, bound in a sense of freedom. This is free-flowing love. Doesn't mean that there's not commitment there, because that's the vow that you have to each other. That's the devotion and the love that you have to each other. But love is meant to be free. Love is meant to be without such attachment. There's commitment here. There is devotion here. There is loyalty here. And you might not have seen that in the physical quite yet. But it is here, and that is part of the truth and the justice that is coming in. All right. Spirit, what do we need to know, especially with this new moon energy? What do we need to know with this new moon energy? What do we need to know? Confidence is your key to success. Leo, fire energy, more fire energy. And communication is key. So, yeah, there's going to be more communication coming in, more expression, more vulnerability. Just more love is what I'm getting, more love. And look, you have the Gemini, the twins. That's that sacred partner energy. So this is both of you stepping in with this confidence. This is both of you being called to step up. This is both of you being called to be in that leadership role. And that's that passion energy. That's that action energy. That's that rising into who you are and not letting fear hold you back. Not letting judgment hold you back. Not letting anything hold you back. To be successful, this is you stepping into your confidence. This is you taking your place where you're meant to be as the high priest and the high priestess. Really unexpected. Did not expect these messages today. Wow. Okay, we're going to be back later this week. Patreon subscribers, romance reading is coming up for you. I'm going to be recording that hopefully tomorrow. And we'll do another Sacred Union energy update. Just, as I feel the energy, we might have a couple coming in this week. So make sure that you stay tuned to the channel. You guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share as you feel called to. And I am sending you guys so much love, so much light. Make sure that you're taking care of yourselves and each other. And we'll see you soon. Bye.